First up on the vault for Kentucky, Michelle Gales, and this is one athlete who has gotten the job done after a superb competition against Alabama. She was voted Kentucky's Gymnast of the Week, and head coach Mo Muhammad says that she is carrying this team on her shoulders. Handspring front kite vault, a little bit of a step on the landing, but a solid first competitor for Kentucky. We're seeing less and less of this style of vault since the introduction of this new vaulting table. Very different than the old vaulting horse. We're seeing more of the Yurchenko style vaults, and actually on this table, the technique of this vault is much more difficult.
Well, Dee Bro will see her team competing on vault in the next rotation, but right now the LSU Tigers are on bars, and this is an event where they are ranked number 3 in the country, Lori, so they have the capability of putting up some big scores here early. First up on bars is Katherine Hilton for LSU, a senior who has competed on bars in 2 meets this season.
She's actually a bar specialist, and she's in tonight instead of Kelly Phelan. Dee told me that Katherine's routine is a little bit more difficult, and if she can hit, then they can boost their overall score on this event. And so far, she's doing a fantastic job. Nice handstand position right there, hitting that vertical handstand and the dismount. Only a tiny hop. Excellent job for Katherine.
And Katherine puts up a season high 9.8. As we said, she'd only competed 2 times this season, but she betters both those scores and gets LSU off to a great start. Now up for LSU, Rennie, sophomore, competing in 3 events tonight for the Tigers.
And of course, selecting a lineup, it's important to think of building on scores. They're building off a 9-8 here, and Lisa can definitely get higher than that with a hip routine. She has some fantastic difficulty, including this combination work here. Beautiful pirouette drop, down to the low bar, hitting that handstand. Something that the judges have been extremely tough on this year. They want to see those handstands in the vertical position, or there will be a deduction. And the step landing, excellent job again for LSU.
She's just such a solid competitor and does another nice performance for LSU here.
This is one of her major release moves, a transition from a low to high bar. It's called a Shapashnikova. She has excellent flight time and gorgeous form.
And making another season high for LSU, Rennie with a 9.875, her best score this season on bars. And on vault now for Kentucky, Burgin from Birmingham, Alabama.
Kentucky increasing their start value here. This vault is scored out of a 10, and boy, what a wonderful landing.
Lucy in the all-around tonight. Looks like she's getting off to a good start.
Kentucky has their landing so far. We see a nailed landing here. Beautiful block off the horse. She gets incredible height. And of course, that's a blind landing. So difficult because you don't get to see the floor before your feet hit.
Career high for Lucy Burgin, but coming up, LSU's. We are in the middle of rotation 1 here in Lexington, Kentucky. And April Burkholder is getting set to go for LSU on bars, and what a competitor she is. If you look at her scores, Lori, from just this season, she leads the SEC. She's got the top marks in bars, beam, floor, and all around.
Dee mentioned the pressure on her team. They're in a little bit of a different situation this year. Now they are the team to beat, and for April, she is the all-arounder to beat. Was definitely a contender for that SEC all-around title in just a month. Nice combination into a Ginger. See Philip Ogletree stepping in for those very difficult release elements just in case April comes off the bar. Concern for safety. Hitting her final handstand, just the dismount. It's a difficult one, a double layout. She has to take a step on the landing.
And you mentioned, Lori, that April is one of the top all-arounders in the SEC, competing the all-around tonight, but how'd she do in her first event here?
Routine was excellent itself. She had a little difficulty on this landing, the major deduction in the routine. She comes off a little bit early, and that takes the dismount long and forces her to take that step backwards.
Well, April has a high of 9.925. She gets a 9.85 there. On vault, Krystle Cook for Kentucky.
She anchors Kentucky's vault lineup because she is the biggest, most powerful vaulter they have. Beautiful 10-0 start value vault, and boy, does she execute that landing.
Well, Krystle is from Austin, Texas. She told me she hopes she has some Texas in her vault because everything's bigger in Texas.
Talk about a huge vault. Beautiful block in the air. And look at that landing. Excellent job in bending her knees and absorbing all of that power she created through the block off the table.
Great score there for Krystle Cook. She had a 9-9. And Kentucky with a very good score to start things off. A 49-1 ties their season high. Well, the final competitor in rotation number 1 is Gagnon for LSU, an All-American on bars.
An excellent event for Annie. She has beautiful form, nice stretch and execution in all of her elements. There's her big release skill there. It's called the Horkina. You can hear her teammates on the side clapping when she hits her handstand positions. A little bit of an arch back in her straddle back. Again, I have to mention the importance of those handstands. Double layout, beautiful sky high, a gorgeous dismount. Another good routine for LSU.
And Annie is actually tied with April Burkholder for the highest mark in the SEC this season, a 9.925.
Here comes the Horkina. She goes from a reverse grip in a front swing, pops her body over the high bar with a half turn. Very original.
And Annie gets a 9.85 to finish things up for the LSU Tigers in this first rotation. LSU winds up with a 49.2. So, folks, if you're keeping track there, that means we have a very close competition heading into rotation number 2. Just a 1/10 of a point separates these two teams. We'll pick up rotation 2 next.